Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3, a Friday, and we are here for it. We're kicking off a very fashionable weekend here on Expresso, and what better way to do it than with Fashion Fix on Vogue and On Time. And this is your one-stop destination for all you need to know in fashion news trending right now. We create the news so that you don't have to create it or curate it. I don't know.
Both.
Here to round up another week in both global and local style, Expresso's fashion editor. Next to us, everybody. Yes, Queen. Yeah. 2019 has been wonderful for you, Nick. Everybody is just like into celebrating your awesomeness.
I love it. It's fake, but I still appreciate it.
It's like Instagram.
Attention is attention.
Moving along
Let's
swiftly,
go.
London Fashion Week had us going gaga over all of the looks. And of course, Milan Fashion Week is what we're talking about, or we're talking about. What is your global...
Listen, get those fashion weeks. What are they? I don't even care about them anymore because we are celebrating the life and times of probably the most prolific fashion designer ever to grace the runway. It's Mr. Karl Lagerfeld, who passed away earlier this week at the age of 85 from pancreatic cancer. They finally released, we didn't know how he actually passed away, so we didn't know was it a long-time disease or something quite short, but it seemed to take him very quickly at the end. But this is a man who devoted his entire life to the betterment of fashion and style. He started under the direction of Balmain, Pierre Balmain, in the 50s, was an assistant to Pierre Balmain, then took the realm at Italian luxury house Fendi, where he was stayed for about 50 plus years. Of course, he was the creative director for Chanel, which was dying a slow death in 1983 when he took the helm. Everyone said, "Karl, don't touch it. Don't touch it, Karl." And he was like, "I will touch it. I will touch it all night." And he did. And he revived it, girl, to become one of the most, probably the most in-demand and respected fashion houses in the world. Yeah. Listen, some fun facts, though. I mean, it's quite sense it's some quips about Mr. Karl. So some fun facts about him. He had a longtime boyfriend, Jacques Debachet, who, funnily enough, cheated on Mr. Lagerfeld with this man. Who is this? Anyone? Anyone?
Oh, my God!
It's Yves Saint Laurent. Talk about a love triangle, so I love. Unfortunately, Jacques Debachet passed away from AIDS, and Karl, for the next 30 years of his life, never had sex again.
Are you serious?
30 years of celibacy will do a man good, because look what he did with Chanel.
Exactly.
So top tip, everyone out there, stop fornicating and you'll do better at work. He started growing his iconic ponytail in 1976. He consumed up to 10 cans of Diet Coke a day.
What?
I do not endorse that.
That's crazy.
He owned 300 iPods, one of which was for his cat, which we'll get to later.
You mean iPods? I remember seeing something where he's like, "I love the iPod. I've got 300
300, and he said each is tuned to a different kind of music genre. But when you have millions of euros, you can do that. Some feuds. Karl was not exempt to some fun feuds in his life, particularly with Meryl Streep. Okay, the middle photo, Meryl just dressed up as Donald Trump to poke fun at him at an award show.
Funny.
So I thought I had to include this.
Yeah, but she looks better than Donald.
Absolutely. So Karl had some notorious feuds with the likes of Meryl Streep, who apparently demanded that she be paid to wear one of his Chanel Couture designs. And then he said, she is a genius actress, but she is cheap, no? One. And then with Adele as well, he called her round. He called her round, but then after she lost like 16 kilos.
He didn't pull any punches. He told it like it is.
He did. His famous wit. I mean, this guy was known for his famous wit, and some of his quotes, which I've been reading out all week, are hilarious. But his wit was something he was absolutely known for. He said, "There's no excuse for people who wear sweatpants. You've bought sweatpants because you've lost control of your life." I love the "I am physically allergic to flip-flops." That's one of my favorites. And he said, "I'm basically the most superficial person in the world. But girl, if you own it, then you own it, and that's how it is."
As long as he knows, then it's the most important thing.
His Karl quotes, I mean, we could go on and on about this, but I mean, he was just the funniest man alive. And very tongue-in-cheek, self-deprecating as well.
What's going to happen with his cat, though?
Girl, his best friend.
Cat.
Can we cue the best friend?
Okay.
Who is Japet, the cat of the century, the richest cat in the world.
How so?
Once made $4 million for a 2-day ad campaign. Karl styled her as the richest cat in the world. They were besties. I mean, sent out a lovely Instagram post saying, "I'm going to try and put my best paw forward in my future without daddy, as any," well, I can't read that, but whatever, he said that. Japet, multiple maids and bodyguards, reportedly will inherit Karl's $200 million fortune.
The cat's going to inherit that.
That's a lot of tuna, girl. That's a lot of tin tuna. But this cat, I mean...
What's going to happen if the cat decides to go to cat heaven?
Don't you dare.
Who's going to get the 200 million?
The squirrel, his squirrel, Japeti. But what was hilarious was with Japet as well, Geppetto wasn't actually initially Carl's cat. A neighbor asked if Carl's maid could take care of the cat for about a week or two.
Yeah.
And by the time the friend came back, Geppetto did not want to leave Carl's side.
Because it was living a life
Throwing
of
paper
luxury.
at it. Of course, we're going to miss lots of things about Carl. Certainly his showmanship. I mean, this is a man who put on the most spectacular, extravagant shows. And this wasn't purely just about superficial fashion. I mean, it's really an artistic expression. It's something that we all use to convey messages in our own life. He was innovative as well. And he just loved fashion, and we love him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Nick Strelitz. What an awesome tribute to Karl Lagerfeld. Well, that is Fashion Fix only on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. You can actually head to our Expresso Facebook page for so much more.